I was contacted by the police, Malaysian police, PDRM. They want to take my statement. So mula-mula I said, you want my statement, you come to UK lah. But they said the statement has to be taken on Malaysian soil. I think there was one case about Perwaja, if I'm not mistaken lah, where the statement was taken in Hong Kong, and the court does not accept the statement because technicality or what, so I don't know lah. These are legal issues. So kena ambil statement di considered Malaysian soil. So I say, yeah, you can come to the London punya Malaysian High Com lah. But they felt that you know, if I can come here easier, I think logistics wise maybe lah. So after discussing with my lawyer in London, I decided, okay, I better cooperate lah and come, because you see, according to the police, they are taking my statement in relation to 4 articles. So I don't know what are the 4 articles. I know one of them about the Lahad Datu story, which I wrote recently. That's very recently. But there is another 3 which I don't know about. The Lahad Datu thing has been classified as a terrorist act because there's no declaration of war between Philippines or the Zulus or what, yeah? So since no declaration of war, any military action is not an act of war but an act of terrorism. And I also do not want the Malaysian police to pursue this matter in London under this terrorism, because UK, they are very sensitive and very paranoid about terrorism. You know the recent Boston Marathon, the bombing, and then we had the London Marathon soon after that. And the whole nation was on high alert, red alert, because they were worried that a similar bombing will also occur in the London Marathon. So when it comes to issue of terrorism, the British government is like very paranoid and very worried. So I also do not want the Malaysian police to come there, request to meet me, and you know, for a statement in relation to a terrorist act. It's like, whoa, you know, I'm going to put myself also at great risk. And so I say, okay, fine. I agree to come here to Jakarta and give my statement. I don't know what they want to ask me. All I know is in relation to 4 articles. I don't know even whether the 4 articles was what I wrote. It could be news, because Malaysia Today, we not only carry whatever I write, but also even other news items. I mean, Straits Times Singapore, Bernama, you know, even Malaysia Kini, we aggregate all the news and carry. It could be in relation to another news which we carried and so on. But let's see what they ask me. I will not deny that I wrote the article. My name is on the article, you know. If they want to know, if the police want to know where I got my information from, I have my sources. Of course, I have my sources. If not, I won't be very specific. I mean, I name names, okay, in my article. I mentioned Anwar met Miswari and 16th of July. And then on 5th of August, a second meet. I mean, I even mentioned the flight number. I even mentioned the hotel. I mean, very specific. You cannot create a story that's very specific, because flight number you can check. You can go to MS and say, was this person by this name on this flight? You can check at the hotel who registered for the, you know, I mean, so those kind of things you can't lie. And of course, I have my sources. Whether I want to reveal my sources is another thing. I'm not compelled. Even in America, they do not reveal their sources. You know, many reporters have refused to reveal their sources and have gone to jail. The court has sentenced them to jail for not revealing their sources. So, you know, and this is not the first. This is probably the 12th interrogation and statement that since 2001, yeah, 2001 sudah 12 tahun. This is probably the 12th interrogation. I've been arrested twice. I've been detained without trial under ISA twice, apart from, you know, so I'm used to this. And the police know I'm very stubborn. I will answer the questions I feel I will answer. Whatever I feel I will not answer, I will not answer. And I have been charged before for refusing to give my statement also, because I said, I'm not giving you my statement. You want my statement? I will make my statement in court. You charge me in court. So that has been my stand for many years. Kalau you baca artikel tu, my article is very clear. The issue is this an isolated incident? Is the Lahad Datu incursion, I won't call it invasion because there's no declaration of war, but is the Lahad Datu incursion an isolated incident, or is it an engineered incident, which means the word you used was dalang, yeah? My belief, and which I wrote in the article, is that this whole thing was engineered. So it is not just the initiative of the Zulus, but the Zulus, there was actually a discussion that they know that they will come in. So I feel that there is more to this story than just a foreign terrorist group or a foreign power trying to invade our country. There are certain people within the country who have cooperated with them. Yeah? And I believe, as what I wrote in my article, I believe this is to pupuk the sentiments, to rise the sentiments of the law. Because you have to understand, the Zulus are a very big voting population, yeah? Very big voting. And I've written, even as recent as yesterday, my article. And I've written that the general elections depends a lot on Sabah Sarawak. My opinion is 165 parliament seats in Semenanjung is going to be 50-50. Probably 80-85 or 82-83 is going to be 50-50. So which means if you depend on just Semenanjung, it's going to be a hung parliament. Who's going to form the government? Siapa akan memerintah? Sabah Sarawak will decide. So it is very important that the sentiments of the Sabahans and Sarawakians be fanned, pupuk, so supaya they are either anti-government or anti-opposition or whatever. And I feel that it is a dangerous game because we are playing with issues which touch a lot on racial. Maybe people on the west coast or our West Malaysia do not realize that if things do get out of hand in East Malaysia, it can actually bring the whole thing to an explosive point. And so my opinion, when I wrote that article, my opinion is that it is a dangerous game. And if you think that May 13 was the black point of Malaysia's history, if something happens in East Malaysia, May 13 is nothing compared to what can happen there. Yeah? And that's how dangerous it is. But people who live in KL, Taman Tun, Bangsa, who have never even visited Sabah Sarawak, they don't know. They think this is all a fantastic game. It's not a game. It's not a game, I tell you. Malaysia can be ripped apart if this is not handled properly. And don't forget, they've just announced, the Zulus, they just announced, they have set up a training camp. They are now training 1,000 people. And after the elections on 5th May, they're going to come in a second round. They've just announced. It came out in the Philippines newspaper. I don't know whether you missed it or what, So they mean business. They mean business. They're training 1,000 people. They're going to come in after 5th of May, second round. So what? We want to lose another 10, 20 or 100 soldiers?
Based on fan those votes and fan those voters from that side.
You are asking me to speculate. What I can say is that the meeting did take place. That's for sure. And according to the information I received from my sources is that the meeting that took place was specifically to discuss for them coming in. And what was also discussed was that the purpose of them coming in is in relation to the elections. Yeah? Of course, my speculation, as I say, I add on, is that it can only mean that they want to disrupt the elections or at least fan the sentiments. If not, why bother to do this? You know. Statement. I don't know what they're gonna ask. I'll reply whatever.
Are you gonna wait here?
No, I don't think I can. Reveal anything about, because once I give a statement, then I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it anymore, lah. You know. So I doubt you might, you want to hang around.
Well, it might take an hour or so, or maybe more. You never know.
Well, in the past, my statements have been as short as 45 minutes, as long as 8 hours.
When did you arrive from London?
Yesterday afternoon
How long gonna be here?
from Manchester. I'm going back after this.
How's your prediction of Anwar Ibrahim for this election?
Sorry?
For this election?
Yeah, but you see, we are always talking about Anwar and Najib. And what I've been saying, this election is not about Anwar and Najib. Why should we care about Anwar and Najib? People are asking me, oh, what if Najib doesn't do well in this election? If Najib does worse than 2008, say 2008, Pakatan won 82 seats. What happens if this time Pakatan wins 100 seats, more than 2008? Will Najib be able to hold on, or will he be kicked out? Why the hell do we care whether Najib is going to be the PM still, or somebody else takes over as PM, or whether Pakatan win, Anwar become PM? I think Malaysians have to look beyond personalities. Are we running a US presidential elections or what? In a US presidential elections, it's a contest between two people. This is supposed to be a contest of ideologies, but we are not even talking about that any longer. It's either Najib Anwar who's the better Prime Minister, UMNO or Pakatan who makes the better government. I think we should not worry about that. Whoever is going to be the Prime Minister, whoever is going to form the government, the issue is, are they addressing all those things that need addressing? Number one, our healthcare system. Number two, our education system. Number three, what about civil liberties and fundamental rights? To me, these are the top three issues.
What happened? There was the gap there. Your article talked about those meetings last year.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, there were further meetings.
There were further meetings.
Other Pakatan leaders follow up.
There was an official ambassador.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Those are details I have to talk to the police. I don't think I have to. But the point is, after the inaugural meeting between Anwar and Miswari, there were other people. People like Tian Chua, people like Siva Rasa were also involved. But you see, Anwar never denied he met Miswari. Now, Tian Chua and Siva Rasa never denied meeting them. He said, we met them but for other purpose, not to discuss Lahat Datu, but to discuss corruption issue. So there's no denial. It's just the purpose of the meeting is not like what Raja Petra said. It was other purpose. It's a denial of the purpose, but not denial of the event.
But it led me.
That one is for you to speculate. I can only report about the facts of what happened, which I'm going to now go in and report to the police. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks a lot. I don't think you need to wait because I don't know how many hours.
Okay.
And the other thing is, once I give my statement, I cannot talk anymore. Okay? Thank you.
Have a nice trip home.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. I see.